Hello again, YouTube. Kernel of Wisdom here, back with another video response. This time in response to a young lady who goes by the username Tony66ism, and I am responding to her brief video titled The Plight of the Mulatto, which I will be putting in the description box yet again so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm referring to. Well, for starters, I want to clarify that I myself am not mulatto. I am mixed race. I'm multi-generationally mixed race, meaning that I basically have a phenotype similar to that of most mulattoes, but I'm not mulatto in the textbook definition sense, considering that neither one of my parents is not black at all. Both of my parents have black blood, and they both identify as black, but they're heavily diluted, let's say. And I'm mistaken for being biracial or mulatto on a nearly daily basis. This is how most of my life has been. So even though I'm not a legitimate mulatto, I felt that I, had some stake in this, especially since this video came from this particular user, who is a young black girl whose channel highlights discrimination and hate speech against black women. I don't know. I gotta admit, the video did, even though I'm not a mulatto myself, the video did kind of burn me up, considering that this is a user who wants her viewers to be empathetic of the plight of the black woman, yet she can't be empathetic of the plight of the mulatto. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like from, I mean, maybe if you guys are familiar with her videos, you'll see exactly my point if you just go through her history and then watch her the Plight of the Mulatto video. But getting back to my take on this topic. So she basically wants to know, like, I will concede to the point that yes, there's many a mulatto celebrity who uses black people, who uses black people to get by in the media. I think the celebrity that comes to mind especially is Paula Patton. I view her as something like that. But on the other side of the spectrum, if these mixed celebrities don't claim black, they receive serious backlash. Look at Tiger Woods, or hey, look at Beyonce, how she called herself Creole. She never said she wasn't black. She just called herself Creole. People still have a problem with that, even though it's blatantly obvious that the woman is mixed. But to answer your question, Tony, as to why it seems like mixed people sort of like put the blame on black people, so to speak, is because a lot of black people, from my experience anyway, a lot of black people feel as though because they've been so oppressed, and because black people have a history of being oppressed, and being oppressed by whites, and even by being oppressed by some mixed people, they think some black people think it's okay to how should I put this, to discriminate against lighter skinned people, or to discriminate against non-blacks or anybody who looks non-black. They think that that's okay, that they're justified in doing this. I think a prime example of is look at how black women reacted to the Young Bird comment calling dark-skinned women dark butts. Remember all the outrage of that? But where was the outrage for when when a female rapper named Kaya said that all light-skinned women with long hair had AIDS or something? Nobody gave a shit when she said that. Personally, I don't know about you, but I'd rather be told that I'm not attractive, or that I'm not your taste, than to be told that I have AIDS, or that I'm responsible for AIDS in a black community. I mean, I think that that the latter insult was lower, but hey, that's just me. And also if you think about it, mulattoes, and let's just for the sake of argument say that the one drop rule is real. I personally am strongly against the one drop rule, but let's just say that it's real. Okay, mulattoes or light-skinned MGMers like what I am, we're a minority of a minority. Okay, because black people are a minority in this country in America, and light-skinned black people or mixed black people are a minority of black people. Most black people do not have mulatto phenotypes. Most black people are not mulattoes. And so sometimes, and since we are a minority of a minority, sometimes it feels like that we don't have a voice, or that both black people and white people sort of they sort of stereotype us very harshly, and you know what they say, majority rules, so the majority always controls things, and they always have a say in whatever. And a lot of mulattoes, or those with a mulatto phenotype, they're taught by their parents, and they're taught in school that white people are out to get them, that white people aren't to be trusted, that white people have a history of oppressing them. But rarely are they ever told that there may be some darker skinned black people who may resent them. They're not prepared for that. They're prepared for white racism. They're not prepared for some dark skinned people who may resent them for the simple fact that they exist, and for the simple fact that in my case, since I'm not a mulatto, that some dark skinned people see them as a reminder of slavery, or they see them as having tainted blood. And a lot of these comments have gone unchecked for a while, and once these people grow up, it makes them a little bit, a little bit miffed about that. Kind of like the black women who you claim are so undermined, who are always told either subconsciously and directly that they're not as beautiful as white women or light-skinned women. You want people to be empathetic about a black woman's plight, but you seem to think that a mixed person's plight is just nobody should give a damn. I mean, maybe I have you all wrong, but that's kind of how you come off. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of tired, so I'm kind of losing focus. But anyway, I am very familiar with your channel, and from what I've seen, you tend to put black. I do identify as black too, and people can see that I have black features. So comments that are against black women, they do affect me somewhat. But you sort of victimize black women like to a fault. You'll even focus on a minority of people, i.e., black men who marry interracially, and try to pin them as the people who spawn black women's insecurities, when a lot of them just fell in love with a non-black person. They didn't have anything against black women, but you just focus on these people and make it seem like it's more than what it is. Kind of like how you think that mulattoes are making black adversity seem bigger than what it is. Sometimes they are, but other times I'd say their points are very valid. I'm going to continue this in part 2. Kernel of Wisdom out.